this one?
The hepatic portal system?
Yes. Hepatic portal vein. Okay, and that will split. And the one that has both the vein and the artery corresponding to each other are what?
Pancreatic or mesenteric?
Yes. And the other one, that's just the vein that goes down your pancreas.
Oh, that's the lineomesenteric.
Lineomesenteric. Yep. And then your celiac is going to branch. And what's the trunk of the branch called that you really don't see very well?
Is it the
gastrohepatic? Gastrohepatic, yeah.
Okay.
And that's sort of here.
like the actual
The
branching
junction.
point?
So it would be a branch, like a trunk almost.
Okay.
A branch, but most of them aren't very trunk-like. So see how that sort of
Yeah.
stops,
I'll have to see that one.
right, and then branches. So that right in the sort of junction would be your gastrohepatic.
Okay.
Then it turns.
Gastric.
And this one.
That was our
That's our
pancreatic or
pancreatic.
mesenteric.
There's the skirt. And then we have the hepatic artery, which turns and goes up along with the hepatic portal. Goes that way. Now, from here, the back side of this, there's a few small ones that are confusing.
That's where I'm confused.
So this is our pancreaticoduodenal, the first branch that turns and kind of comes back this way onto the pylorus.
The pyloric.
It's pyloric, and it's got a bunch of little branches. So that one's probably the easiest to find on most animals. And then there's two more. You guys know what the two are? Just
Duodenal and intraintestinal.
Right. Now, the intraintestinal is always the hardest one for me to find. The duodenal, so this becomes the anterior. You flip it around. That's your anterior intestinal. But before that, so it's that one. And there should be one that goes straight onto the duodenum. Our animal's not showing it very well. I would say that's the duodenum. Can you see that from there? So the duodenal is sort of this main one that goes on. And then there's intraintestinal, which goes towards the anterior portion of the pancreas. And that is always a pain to find. And I don't know if I'm going to see it. It might be this little one right here.
Okay.
That's going.
That makes sense.
That's really
So what's that one?
That's the intraintestinal. One that goes onto the duodenum is the duodenal, and the one that makes a U-turn and goes back onto the pylorus is the pyloric.
What is that coming from?
These are all branching off of your pancreaticoduodenal, which goes all the way down.
Or mesenteric.
What are you going to do with the video?
Put it online.
And then, so that's all your anterior intestinal. These are your annulars. And then your posterior intestinal here.
Bad. It smells bad.
And then it splits. And then we've got, so what am I looking at? Arteries.
Posterior intestinal, and then this is our gastrosplenic.
Yep. Posterior gastrosplenic. What's this one?
Posterior mesenteric
Yes.
with the renal gland.
And then this little portion right here.
The splenic.
Yeah, which portion?
Splenic vein.
It's posterior.
Oh, posterior.
And anterior is up.
Oh,
There we go.
Is it showing it very well? There's an anterior and posterior splenic. So the anterior is coming from your pancreatic lobe. Where?
Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. This is something else.
Yeah. Might have this portion right here. No, here's your pancreas.